The moment you stop searching, reality begins to speak. Before we begin, take a moment. If you are someone who reflects on consciousness, energy, and the deeper nature of reality, I invite you to subscribe to this channel now. Not for numbers, but so these reflections can continue to find you when you need them. Now breathe slowly, and let's begin. There comes a moment in every life when searching becomes exhausting. Not because the questions have disappeared, but because something inside grows tired of noise, tired of explanations that don't quite fit, tired of answers that feel intellectually complete but emotionally empty. This moment often arrives quietly, without warning, disguised as confusion, fatigue, or a sense of being lost. But it is not a breakdown. It is a transition. Most people misunderstand this phase. They believe confusion means failure. They believe uncertainty means something is wrong. But in reality, uncertainty is often the first sign that awareness is deepening beyond old frameworks. When what once made sense no longer satisfies, it is not because you are losing direction. It is because your perception is expanding. In quantum physics, systems behave unpredictably when they are forced. The more pressure applied, the more chaotic the behavior becomes. But when external force is removed, when interference stops, patterns begin to stabilize on their own. Order emerges naturally, not through control, but through allowance. The same principle applies to consciousness. The more desperately you chase, meaning the more fragmented your perception becomes, the mind tightens, attention scatters, reality feels distant and unresponsive. But when you stop forcing understanding, something subtle shifts. Awareness settles, perception softens, and reality, which was never silent, becomes audible again. This is not surrender as weakness. This is surrender as intelligence. Reality does not reveal itself to urgency. It does not respond to mental pressure or emotional tension. It responds to presence, to stillness, to a mind that is no longer fighting the moment it is in. When the mind stops demanding answers and starts observing quietly, connections appear where none were visible before. Intuition sharpens. Timing feels less random. Meaning begins to emerge, not as information, but as recognition. You don't figure it out, you notice it. The universe is not testing you. It is responding to how you are listening. When awareness is tense, everything feels distant and confusing. When awareness relaxes, everything feels closer, more coherent, more alive. Meaning is not hidden somewhere in the future, waiting to be earned. It exists in the quality of your attention right now. You were never meant to understand life all at once. Consciousness unfolds gradually, layer by layer, as your ability to remain present increases. The mind seeks certainty. Awareness invites trust. And trust is not blind belief. It is the understanding that clarity unfolds naturally when you stop resisting the process. There is nothing missing in this moment, nothing delayed, nothing broken. What feels empty is often simply space. Space for a deeper way of seeing to emerge. When the noise fades, reality does not disappear. It becomes clearer. If this reflection resonates with you, pause for a moment and write in the comments, "I am present." Not as a declaration, as a state of being. When you stop searching frantically, reality begins to speak. Not loudly, not dramatically, but honestly. And in that honesty, you may discover that what you were looking for was never absent. It was simply waiting for you to become still enough to notice. Stay focused. Stay consistent. Stay within.